Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name's Sasha. I love anything shimmery, sparkly, colorful, especially indie palettes, and I do some unboxings, a lot of get ready with me, so maybe not so much, but I've been doing a lot of palette reviews, but I am going to start getting to doing get ready with me and some high-end makeup reviews. So if you guys are into that kind of content, and make sure to subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you guys here. And for today's video, Spooked palette. I'm going to be reviewing the collaboration palette with the Gourmande girls and Doodles by the Bunny. So Doodles by the Bunny, she designs palettes. She does it for fun, but she also, I guess, she does it for brands too. And I think she designed several of their Gourmande girls palettes, so that's really nice. And I really love the design. They really nailed it. Look at that. That's perfect. Like, especially with the font too, and then the way it looks. The shifts, I guess. It looks so cool. So this palette is currently sold out, so I'm so sorry guys, but I really wanted to review this so you guys could see if you guys want this palette later on. They are going to restock in about a month or so, which is kind of sad. I mean, it's really nice that they're going to restock, but it's sad because it's going to be past Halloween time. So this is my first time buying a Gourmande girls palette. But it's my second Gourmande girls palette though. But it's my first time buying one because the first one, it was gifted to me, like a different palette from my YouTube friend Bethany. It's the time of the year palette, and that one was created last year, I believe. I really wanted to buy this because I felt like this palette was gonna sell out. It didn't sell out, like it didn't sell out immediately, but I think it took about like a week. Yeah, it took about like a week to sell out, I believe. So this retails for $54.99, and the color story is so beautiful. So this comes with 5 dual chromes, 1 shimmer, and I think 8 matte. So they're supposed to be like really buttery, and I did watch it about 2 days ago. Well, because I love doing content, guys. I say it all the time, but I love doing swatches. So this palette, it's so Halloween vibes, and it's some fall colors too. So I think the color story, they nailed it. All the shades in this palette, they're all different, so you're definitely getting your best bang out of your buck with this palette because you're not getting any similar shades with this one, and you could create multiple looks. So I am really impressed with that. And then the embossing of the imprints on each shade, it's so cute. So I'm going to show you guys the little clips before I even swatch this. So it's so sad to see some of them disappearing, so that's why I needed to take pictures and record all that before I even dip my fingers in it. These mats are so soft. Like, I did have to build some of them up a bit, but I think from what I remember, nothing like too drastically. Like, it was just like a normal build up. Like, nothing was too like little pigmented. I think even this green one, usually greens are harder to formulate. Let me see. Yeah, that one's kind of pretty pigmented. Not like too sheer, but you can build it up. So I think all the rest of the shades were fine. So we're just gonna, I think the white one, I mean, it's white, but this is pretty pigmented for a white. So let's swatch the white. So yeah, so you can use the shade to diffuse other shades, or you could just use it to make, you know, unique looks, unique ghostly looks. But anyways, since this palette is so huge, I was thinking this palette deserves 2 eye looks for this video because it's just a lot of shades options. And of course, I'm gonna do an additional look, a 3rd eye look, over my Instagram/TikTok, so be sure to follow me over there. So we're gonna start with the shade Spellbook right here. So it's like a caramel brown shade, and I'm just gonna put some right here. Oh my gosh, and they're super soft. So I'm just gonna pat it, kind of add it like right here mostly, and then I'm gonna just diffuse it. So oh my gosh, look at how beautiful the shade is. I'm just gonna kind of swirl my brush a little bit right here, kind of swirl it, just diffuse the shade. Okay, so that go. So look how soft the color is. I think I went a little bit too dark at that edge. My brow bone, man. Okay, let me add a little bit more. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So these mattes are so soft. So that's a lot of pigment, but that's fine. And then I want to add the shade Fright. So this Fright, it's like, it has a hint of purple. So it's like a brownish purple. And I'm going to use the same brush. Just going to be careful because this is going to be super pigmented. Oh, see? It adds like a reddish, it's like a reddish undertone purple. Just like that. And then I'm gonna remove some of that shade, and then I'm just gonna pat it just like that. So easy. And then just, you know, diffuse it. There you go. And then now, my favorite shade. That's the reason why I want to do a pink look. So we're gonna use the shade Pumpkin. Then I want to use this shade right here. It's Trick. So I think those are both duochromes. Alright, so I'm just gonna go like this. Oh yes, so pretty. Oh, look at how sparkly that shade is. Oh, this is my favorite shade. It's so, it has that green sparkles, and it has like orangey pink shifts too. So this shade is really magical. The Trick, it's this shade right here. This it looks kind of like bronzy. Oh my gosh, this one's so strong. Comparing, like, it's gonna add like such a contrast between that pumpkin shade. So I might add another shimmer actually. I just love shimmers, guys. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend that. Wow, isn't it pretty? Yeah, I might add another shimmer. I'm thinking the shade Bloody. And now it's gonna add like such a strong contrast. So it's gonna make, like, I'm kind of scared. That's why, like, I don't want it to like fail. Adding a mixture of colors. Probably have a hint. That doesn't look that bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep adding a little more. I'll probably add more, like a matte on top right there. I'm gonna put the pumpkin like up here a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the Trick shade, this part, and then I could kind of blend it with my finger. So these shimmers are super smooth. Look at that. Ooh, that's a pretty combo. So let me add a little bit of the Bloody shade, the red pinkish shade. Just add it right here. So if you guys want more of a pop, the fingers always works really good. Anyway, I'll probably add more of a contrast with the Fright shade. So the Fright shade right here, the plummy brown. Yeah, I'm just gonna work with it. Kind of add that on top of that Bloody shade. Kind of go right here. I feel like I have to add that Spellbook shade a little more. So let's add a little bit of Spellbook shade from my transition. Let me get a smaller brush so I could softly add that shade. It is like it's like a tapered precision blending brush. So I like to use this brush. It is from Battybean. I like using this when I need to add like a more of a transition shade, because it's so easy. It's kind of like loose, fluffy, but it's tapered. So, and I'm just gonna add like a little point. Look at how softly they blend. I am so amazed. So easy. So it's not like I have to work with blending. Of course you have to like have an easy hand to do your blending. I think the bottom I want to use the green. I want to use the shade Scream, and I'm just gonna add it right here. Oh, that's such a perfect shade. Okay. Am I gonna add like an inner corner? I'm not sure. Like, cause the brightest shade was the pumpkin shade, the shade I have right there. So probably won't. So let me just add more of the Scream shade again. I just want to add that grunginess. It's like cute, but make it a little grungy. And then I'm gonna add the shade Fright now, because it's purplish, purple and greens. Oh my gosh, I love those combos. It's so Halloween vibes. And I'm just gonna focus it on the edges, our edges. So let me see how Spirit and Pumpkin look. So This is pumpkin, this is spirit. If I had... no, I'm not gonna like it if I add the spirit in the inner corner. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of the pumpkin shade and I'm just gonna add it right there. So right here's my eye look, and I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So right here is my first eye look, and I took a long break. I think I've been wearing this over an hour. And yeah, it's so pretty. I added lashes from Magnetic Verified Lashes. So I don't use the magnetic liner because I don't want to use the liner all the way. And yeah, I just use lashes, so that's what I do. But these lashes are they fit me so good. So I love wearing these. And I decided to do like a batwing liner, but it's not all the time I wear a liner. And then I'm like, for this look, I needed, you know, it's kind of vampy in a way, a little bit. It's girly with a little grunge. Like when I do one angle, you won't see the pumpkin as much. Like it won't be as bright, and then until I turn away, ooh, and you see more of the brown, like the orange red on this side, and then the pop like more in the front until you turn away. I'm really loving this look, and I already know I love this palette, but I still want to do a second eye look so I can show you guys what else you can do with this palette. So I really want to make a spooky look. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a little music theme because it's loud, so enjoy.
I swear there's something going on across the street. My neighbor's acting just a little too discreet. He's taking trash out in the middle of the night, but when I see him in the day, he's so polite. Every morning he waves as I leave the door, but I see him buying bleach at the grocery store. He's the founder of the whole neighborhood watch, and every week they meet up for classes. Who'd suspect a guy who always wears a smile with his tie? They all believe a guy who is truly a delight, Mr. Right. Oh, close the windows, lock the door. It's late at night and I hear footsteps on the floor. Blood is freezing in my lips. Well, is it real or is it just October things? He never talks about his past, they say he's coy. I could just shrug it off, I'm being paranoid, yeah. Women come over cause he doesn't have a spouse, but oddly no one ever sees them leave his house. Who'd suspect a guy who always wears a smile with his tie? They all believe a guy who is truly a delight, Mr. Right. Oh, close the windows, lock the door. It's late at night and I hear footsteps on the floor. Blood is freezing in my lips. Well, is it real or is it just October things? Maybe I've been watching too much TV. Maybe I should let him have privacy. Maybe I'm the only one who can see our streets, the scene of a thrill, a mystery. Close the windows and lock the door. It's late at night.
So this is my second eye look using the Spooked palette, and damn, I am loving it. Seriously, I'm loving it. Oh guys, this palette, I don't usually use reds, and then reds and oranges, oh my gosh, I was honestly scared like using these bold colors, especially the red. Like the red formula, the formula to the red, guys, amazing. Actually all the mattes are amazing. They're so soft and so easy to blend with the red and orange. Such an easy blend. Like look at that seamless blend. You guys might have seen, I was thinking, should I add that green pop right there, and I ended up doing it, and I was thinking, it's like too much of a contrast, so that's why I went ahead and added like the green liner using the shade Apple Bob. The only thing, I don't think it's the best shade to use as a liner because it's a little bit textury, like it's not super smooth as a liner. I don't know if you guys could see, but yeah, it works as a like an inner corner, and of course it's gonna work all over the lid and even the middle too. But I'm just saying, it has a liner. It's just not super like smooth, like you could just see it. But other than that, guys, oh, the matte, so soft, so easy to blend. The quality is A+ in this palette. And yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys my final thoughts. Obviously you guys can already tell I love this palette. So I already love this palette even with the first eye look. Like, I didn't even need to do a second eye look, but I just wanted to show you guys what else you can create. So you could do like pretty looks. Like, even before I added the green liner, it actually looked really pretty. Like, I loved it that way, and then I was just being a little bit daring adding that green. I think there's only 3 shades I didn't use. If I remember, I don't think I used this shade Spirit. I don't think I used it. So I haven't used the shade, the gold shade, and the spooky shade, the black shade. So the, you know, the simple shades, like this could have made my look even darker, so I didn't want to make my look even darker. I'm gonna be playing around with this palette some more throughout the month. So I'm gonna give you guys a third eye look over my Instagram/TikTok, so be sure to follow me there. And what I think about this palette, I think this palette is totally worth it. It is sold out, but yeah, they're gonna restock in about a month or so. But I highly recommend this if you love the color story. This is actually probably the best color story for a Halloween palette. Like, you can still use this during the holidays, like the reds and greens, or you know, for Christmas time or for Thanksgiving. You can still use the browns, the golds, up to like New Year's, I would say. Like, if you're more like a seasonal type of person, like you just want to use certain palettes throughout certain times. And I think this palette is great quality. I highly recommend it. I love the shimmers. The shimmers are very pretty. You guys already know my favorite. It's this pumpkin shade. That's my favorite shade. I love these 2 shades too. And actually that shade's really, so all the shimmers. Some of them are special shimmers, some of them are duochromes. I think they're all duochromes except for the apple bob. I think that one's just a shimmer, but they're just so beautiful, guys. But anyways, guys, that's about it. So I hope you guys find this review helpful. Let me know what you guys think about this palette. Did you guys pick it up? Like, oh, the quality is just so good. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys aren't subscribed already, I'd be really happy to have you guys here, because we have a lot of fun content here, especially indie palette reviews and some makeup reviews and some unboxing. A lot of fun, guys. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.